What's up, everybody? We are back. John Delarose here. I'm finally not sick anymore. I've still got a little bit of congestion, but I'm back to reviewing comics. Very excited to be here talking to you guys again. This is Tales of the Mysterious Traveler number 34, which is a Kickstarter book from Robin Snyder. Robin Snyder is Steve Ditko's collaborator for 30 plus years, I think. And Robin continues to come out with new books based on Steve Ditko's past work. Of course, you get some mixed stuff in here sometimes with some new work. And this is a nice anthology series that pays homage to the original Mysterious Traveler book, which came from Charlton Comics back in the day. Beautiful Ditko work here, as you see on the cover, with just like this really the creepy eyes, the mummy, the faces. This is a very like cool Ditko-esque look from back in the day. And as always, there's some nice acknowledgments in here. There's a list of the credits of what goes on the first pages of exactly what the contents are. And this cover came from Robin Snyder's Revolver in February 1986. Now, Ditko and Snyder did that Revolver series for, I believe, 8 issues. Might have been 10 issues. I've got all of them in their single issue form. Awesome stuff back then. And so really cool callback to that. Now, this is an interesting thing. This is a piece that was written by I don't know who RK is, but it's got Alex Toth doing this really neat sort of painting clouds in the background, which wrote to Lady Robin a nice little birthday wish right here. Once you get into it, we get into Steve Ditko's Mysterious Traveler stories. This is a fun one. I've read this before. This has been in print in a couple different forms. About a singer, or rather a trombonist or trumpetist, I forget, who is just an amazing jazz musician, and he summons such notes that it summons this otherworldly evil from the past. And he knows that it's coming out, and so he actually quits and stops playing because he doesn't want to risk his emotions going to that point again. Very, very cool, esoteric, and very emotional story here by Mr. Ditko. And eventually, he comes out of retirement after becoming a bum and kind of quitting his life and starts playing again. And everybody realizes he is awesome. Now, what's different about this volume of Mysterious Traveler compared to many others is this actually has an anthology of different stories in here. So there is work by other people other than Mr. Ditko involved in here, and it's very cool. You get some different stories. This is a story about prison. You get some correspondences from some people in here, and this is a nice story by Robin Snyder from the 80s. Also, this is a cool fantasy story that goes, I think 20 something pages. The art is beautiful. It's by Adolfo Buya, who I've not heard of before, but really cool stuff. This is classic indie fantasy right here, about a girl who deals with some witches, and she ends up trying to find her lover across time. It's like a tragic romance with some beautiful old school fantasy in it, and this makes the majority of the book this story right here. But I really enjoyed this story. This was a cool thing I probably would not have discovered without grabbing this. Enjoyable stuff. Then you get a story about a Eskimo and a dog, which is by somebody else. So like I said, this is a very different publication in that you've got an actual anthology here of different people's works that you really would not have seen otherwise. A Jane of the Jungle short, and then you get back to Ditko at the end here. Very cool. This one's called To Live Forever. This was from Out of This World, which was another Charlton publication back in the day. Just a quick 2-pager. And then we get The Hand of Ages, another awesome Ditko story. Just look at the beautiful line art here. This is from 1983. I believe this was published in Revolver also, if I recall correctly. I think it says at the front. Originally, it was, Revolver number 4. So these are things that have been out of print for a long time. And Ditko's 80s work is really awesome and really doesn't get enough attention by people. So absolutely worth it for this story also. The beautiful shading here. Good stuff. And that's it for this version of Mysterious Traveler. They run a Kickstarter about once a quarter for these, and they kind of mix it up. You never know what you're going to get. And part of their sort of deal is that, you know, you really shouldn't spoil comics. A lot of comics these days hype up the previews and what you're going to see and etc. They firmly believe that, you know what, you should trust that our work's going to be good and just buy it because it's going to be good work, and then you'll be surprised at what you get inside, and you get a full, complete new experience every time you get one of these. And I like that philosophy. It's very cool, very counterintuitive to modern marketing, but I enjoyed it. This is just wonderful stuff. I'm always happy to back these products. Tales of the Mysterious Traveler number 34. So that's it. All right, hit that like and subscribe button. We'll be back soon.